All this talk about Dish and how they could potentially go bankrupt as soon as next year. How is this happening? What are the numbers that indicate this? Why do folks keep predicting and projecting, the bankruptcy of Dish? Let's talk about that here in today's video. It's all in the numbers. All right, we'll discuss all those elements. Of course, you guys can offer me your comments and, any of the elements from the content that you want to elaborate on or ask questions or maybe share your opinions on it as we cover them here in today's video. The article that'll be the placeholder for today's video is the inspiration of what we're doing. From Linda Hardesty, Fierce Wireless, what's behind the speculation about a Dish bankruptcy. All right, that link will be in the description. Ways to support us can be found there as well. Please do like and share and engage with the content. Looking forward to your comments down below. All right, so it's pretty simple, guys. You take apart the 10K SEC filing from Dish, and you can kind of see where things are going for the company. All right, they have a debt maturity that is up and coming here in this calendar year. Looking at the time frame, you're probably looking at like a 7, 8, maybe 9 month point where that debt is going to mature, and it's to the tune of just under $2 billion. All right, now that $2 billion, you would say, well, they have it, right? According to the same filing for 2023, they have $2.4 billion in cash and cash equivalents. So you would say, that's fine. They got it covered. Well, the problem is that in this month, this calendar month, March, they've got almost $1 billion in debt that is going to mature. So they have to make that payment now. And once they have that payment paid, their cash on hand is reduced by more than a third. So they no longer have the ability to cover the November debt maturity. Now, the bigger issue, it's close. They could probably find a way to make it happen. But the bigger issue is the future is bleak. There's no growth. Nobody's willing to invest into the company. They're having a hard time raising capital. They have this maturing debt, and they don't have customers. They have been losing customers every quarter at Boost Mobile. They're not gaining substantial share in the Boost Infinite postpaid service. They don't have anything for wholesale revenues. They don't have the revenue channels that the other carriers have, where they have prepaid and MVNO and wholesale and wireline and fixed wireless access. They don't have any of those things. So the real issue is that the company loses anywhere between 100 to 200,000 paying customers every quarter. They've gone from like 9 million Boost Mobile customers to just over 7.3 million. And that number is going to continue to decline. They just simply don't compete. Their ARPU, is not as healthy as some other carriers because, of course, many of those customers aren't even on the native Dish network. So there's no cost-effective way of supporting these customers while they're on the T-Mobile network or the AT&T network. Right? So, and that's going to be something that I think Dish really has to do in 2024. They're just going to have to bite the bullet, find a way to get a Dish native phone into people's hands that is fully going to be on the Dish network and not on AT&T or T-Mobile network access. Because that literally might be the difference between them going bankrupt or being able to pay into that maturing debt. They still have to finish their network build. There's still part of it that has to happen. They've got until the year end to figure that situation out. They've hit 200 million pops with the 5G voice. They've got to get the 600 megahertz reach. They got to get the AWS reach and all those things. So how this plays out through this year, we'll see. They're going to be cost cutting like hell to make this work. They're going to probably lay off more folks. They've already had layoffs recently. They had major layoffs last quarter. That's going to, they're going to keep cutting until something breaks. And many things already have broken, just throwing it out there. And that, my good people of the SMT Nation, is why Dish is facing bankruptcy and why the analysts and the researchers of the finances are looking at Dish as a bona fide case study in what happens when you got your back up against the wall trying to do something impossible and you don't have the funding to compete with the big dogs. That's what this is all about. Dish is running out of money because Dish is running out of time, or the other way around. They're running out of time, therefore they're running out of money. That's what this is really all about. Your thoughts and opinions are welcome down below. What do you think is Dish's worst piece to this whole thing? They have assets, but if they start selling Spectrum, they're cooked. They're done. Your company's worthless. You can't support capacity on your network. There's just no other way. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. You're the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.